Okay, so after welding up the catalytic converter into the exhaust system, I decided to take the vehicle out to get it smogged, and when I smogged it, I failed miserably for a number of reasons, actually. So I'm going to explain a few of the reasons why I failed. They're real simple, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do to fix them. So basically, the first reason I failed was because my gas cap was not holding a seal, and which is funny because when I bought the vehicle, it actually had a brand new gas cap still in its package, never opened before in the vehicle, and I just didn't think anything of it and just never installed it. So I failed because of a no seal to the gas cap. One of the other reasons I failed was because my EGR has doesn't have a vacuum to it. What EGR stands for, if you don't know, is it's exhaust gas recirculation valve, and it definitely needs a vacuum to work. One of the other reasons I failed was because my timing is out. My timing is out of it's out of timing. The motor's out of timing. I'm off by 4 degrees. It's supposed to be at 10 degrees, and I'm at 6 degrees, so I'm 4 degrees off on my timing. And the timing kind of led to what I believe my next problem to be. The numbers that the maximum amount of exhaust you're allowed to have is 120 units. I'm not sure what unit of measurement they actually measure, maybe like parts per million or something, but I'm not too sure on that. Don't quote me on it. But anyway, the maximum amount of the maximum number you're allowed is 120, and I happen to fail with 564 measurements or units of measurement. So yeah, definitely a gross polluter at the moment. But I'm pretty sure that the biggest factor in it is the fact that the timing is out. When the timing is out, or basically why your timing is important is it tells your spark plugs when to fire, and basically it's not firing at the optimal time to ignite the right amount of gas, and what it's causing it to do is basically pollute gas vapors. It's polluting unused gasoline in the form of smog. And so what I'm going to be doing today is taking care of the timing. I managed to borrow a timing light from one of my buddies, and so I'm very thankful that he has allowed me to do that, and I want to take care of that this morning because we're supposed to be getting snow for the next week essentially, and I would like to take care of it today just to feel like I've accomplished something this morning. It's 22 degrees right now, and I'm a little bit cold. But I know if I don't take care of it today or this morning before I go to bed, basically it's going to be snowing for the rest of the week, and I'll be staring out my window just looking at this truck going, darn it, I wish I had done it. So it's a chilly morning, but it ain't going to stop me from taking care of this. So let's just jump right into it. You know, I want to get this taken care of just so I can get back inside, because I've been out here for 5 minutes and my fingers are cold. Let's get to it. So to set the timing, I need to remove a cap inside of here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. You won't really be able to see all that well, but right there, there's a little cap. It is right. Ooh, excuse my shaky camera syndrome. Right there. That is the cap. I need to remove that cap. Right now you just can hardly see it because it's covered in oil. So I'm going to remove that cap so I can find the timing mark on the flywheel. Okay, so I managed to uncover it. Uncover the little port. That's what your port's going to look like. And that disc there in the center, that's the flywheel. Now unfortunately, when I just took out my took off my cover, it was like completely disintegrated. I think that the heat of the motor just kind of melted away the rubber and kind of liquidized it, and so I mean it just fell apart into pieces. But anyway, that is the part, or that's the port. Now what I need to do is rock the vehicle back and forth until I can actually get to the timing mark. And what you want to do is put the vehicle in high gear, 4th or 5th gear, and just kind of rock the vehicle back and forth until the timing mark shows up. Okay. It is in 5th gear, and excuse my hard hat, I left my flashlight at work, and I need a light so I can see it. Anyway, I'm just going to rock the vehicle back and forth. Oh, there it is. So that's the timing mark. That's what it's just going to be, a bunch of little lines, and basically you want to find the one that says 10 degrees and put a mark. I'm actually very fortunate that that white mark that's already on there is actually the 10-degree mark. So that's basically what you want it to look like, is you just want to mark the 10-degree mark, and right where it's lined up now, when you use your timing strobe, that's exactly where you want it to be, or at least super close. So the next thing I need to do is loosen up the distributor bolt here. It's supposed to be a 12 millimeter, but I'm using a 1/2 inch. You don't want to go too loose, because you still need some tension on it. You just need it loose enough to where you can slide it back and forth. In fact, I may have it a little bit too loose actually. Just need to be able to move it back and forth. Now I have it too loose or too tight. There, I'm just going to leave it just like that. Oops, yeah, that's definitely okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my the timing strobe. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Basically, you're going to one clamp is going to go to the positive, the other clamp is going to go to the negative of the battery, and then this is going to go on your number 1 spark plug wire. I'll go ahead and show you which one that is after I have it plugged in. Okay, so you have the two clamps connected to the battery, and then this here clamp connected to the number 1 spark plug wire. And to determine your number 1 spark plug wire, take a look at your 4 spark plug wires here. Your cylinders are cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, and cylinder 4. And so you go from cylinder 1 and you follow it back, and then you find it, and then connect the clamp up to your wire. Okay, let's go ahead and start up the vehicle.
Just out of my own curiosity, I suppose, I want to know what happens if I move the distributor just for the heck of it. So basically, when you move the distributor just for the heck of it, gosh, it's almost like a its own throttle. Okay. Let's see, this strobe light works. Perfect. So basically, you're gonna point it in at the timing mark port, and you're just going to see where that line is coming up. And again, you want that line, your timing mark, to line up right with the horizontal part of that circle there. And right now it's not even close, but I know that it was 4 degrees off, but it's probably not there now because I was just moving it around. Okay. See that little white line that appears? That's what we're looking for. It wants to be right there. So basically, when you're done and you have it all lined out to where you want it, just go ahead and tighten that back up and make sure it's nice and tight, and that make sure it won't move back and forth. And when you're done tightening it up, double check to make sure that tightening it didn't move your timing mark.
So that was simple enough. I've never done timing before, and that was only about 5 minutes worth of work and about 10 minutes worth of research. But I think I made a real solid difference in the performance of the vehicle, and I think that it sounds a lot better and it's idling a lot better, and so that's just really exciting. The next things on the list, as I said, are going to be the gas caps. The gas cap needs to be replaced, and the EGR needs to be tinkered with, and I'm hoping that I can just clean out that EGR, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and just like and subscribe. Thank you very much.